Yep. Yeah, we on it. Gotta talk about Kansas City. Yes, indeed. L. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody wanna know our thoughts on this. It's not so bad. We sloppy. It's what it is. We play sloppy. This wasn't Dallas. Michael Irvin warned. He said bad games come in twos. So we had a bad game versus Denver. Then we smoked Atlanta. Then sloppy game. Kansas City. So, you know, it's gonna be panic again in the streets. Not over here, but it's gonna be panic. Y'all already know that. So y'all stay with us. Y'all already know the OC coming. Yeah, we gotta talk about this game. Yeah, we'll put it in the chats. Say we are not a Super Bowl team. Ooh, the one coming in hot and heavy. Let me see what else we got. All right, here we go. Are we still a playoff team after today, boss? I don't know. Oh man, boy, boss is hot. Maybe if the refs would call penalties, the Cowboys would have a chance. Some bad calls today for sure. A lot of concentration stuff though. My boy said, "What's up, everyone?" That one hurt, but loved the effort from Micah. Ooh, don't get me started, cause you know I already did a video on that, and I was dead right on the video that I just did on that. We gonna talk about that. Yeah, we gonna talk about that for sure. Finna get into the show. The comments are just fire. God, dog. Yeah, we gotta talk about a lot of stuff, man. Boy said Chris Jones killed us today. Yes, he wrecked us all by himself. Yes, he did. Yeah. So we gotta come up with an answer for that big ham. Or hams like him. If you can't block anyone, you can't win. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is a stink it up game. What's up, fellas? We stunk it up. This was the wrong week to lose. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad week to lose, man. Green Bay took the L and yeah. Ooh, Rob. Horrible offensive game plan. Yeah. Well, you know, you got different opinions on that. You got people who believe in running the ball. I definitely believe in running the ball. And we abandoned that. We looked like we was playing football for ratings. You say the NFL is trying to promote Mahomes, no doubt. No doubt. So so Tyrone being out hurt us too. I think we should have kept Connor Williams in at left guard if Tyrone wasn't going to play.
Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out. Ball out, ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Ball out, ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out, ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out.
Good takeaway.
I love our defense. Yep. Show them what it's all about.
Yep. No run game.
Fall out.
Agree.
Me and my clique, we don't fall out. Me and my chick, we don't fall out.
And we abandoned it early.
Break up, get up quick, then we hit licks till it's all out. I hate my job, I'ma call out. Boss of myself, child out. I'm a recruiter, a high percentage shooters, gotta keep rifles and Rugers. Some people just trifling and losers. Watch for the jackets.
Micah Parsons say KC didn't beat up. We did it ourselves.
My hitters be tougher than leather. Can't nobody do it better. Glock 9 with the F in. Step in with my best friends. Best friend Smith and West End. If you miss 6
for the loss, I blame offense and special teams. Yeah, we can't look at defense. Nope.
Till we all out. I got the juice and I'm crazy. If you not a killer, don't say hit squad ain't nothing to play with. Undertaker and a grave dig.
I agree.
Best man like Tate.
We had a game plan that was similar to Tampa.
Hitters ignorant like cavemen. Went from
we did.
to made men. Ball out.
But it's a lot of takeaways. We're going to talk about a lot of takeaways.
Ball out, get called out.
Obviously, we'll be waiting on the OC to come
in. My hitters go all out. Ball out. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out.
Governor Ball still look lost out there at times.
Me and my hitters go all out.
Yeah, I think that crowd noise got
to. We about to take them all out. Ball out. Me and my hitters go all out. Me and my hitters go all out. We about to take them all out.
Welcome to Boss Cowboys Sports, where your voice matters. All right, so we just took us a nice little L, and I'm cool with it. Well, I'm not happy about it, but I understand it. Like, ain't no way you can go in there playing sloppy against Kansas City. I think it was a letdown by the offense. Majorly, it was a lot of concentration stuff that was happening on the offense. It was just too many drops. I also felt like it was very, very bad play calling. Like, I think it was, well, I ain't gonna say very, very bad, but it was anemic, right? And I think we got away from what was working, running the ball, and not now. Coach, the call line won't be up today. I've been working on that today. I'm getting a new phone line through Google. I'm just figuring it out. Once I get that phone line, we'll be back up on that because I've been having trouble with free conference call. I don't know what's going on with them. So let me check real quick on the phones, but I doubt it because I even paid for it again and it still didn't work. But anyway, but now looking at a couple of takeaways, one of the things that I definitely say as I'm checking on this phone for sure is Amari Cooper is very important. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. Like, I know we've been having debates and stuff. Like, anybody watch The Final Word, the OC, Big Game James, Law, we all on different opinions on who the game changer. I think it's pretty obvious who the game changer is, for real. Because the offense is different with Cooper out there. It is. He the big brother of those boys. We got to just call a spade, man. Remember how anemic the offense was before Cooper. I'm not saying we can't win or we still should have won. We still should have made the plays. I felt like it was just way too many drops, but we really do need Cooper. It showed today. And maybe these guys come around without him, but no, bro, just be all the way honest. It was a totally different game when Cooper was out, bro. So we got the OC in the building. But real quick, I was talking about Cooper, OC.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I mean, Cooper's an important part of the offense, but I don't want to just placate this directly on him. right, and his absence, because I still think that we have enough weapons to move the football and also be successful, even with his absence, right? So what I say about this, and this is what I was concerned about late in the week, is that would we get out coached by a veteran coaching staff, offensively and defensively? Because I feel like that some of the play calling in the beginning part of the game, whether you had Cooper or not, put us in vulnerable positions. I don't think that we made the adjustments fast enough to move the football vertically down the football field. I feel like that Eric Bieniemy, he did a fantastic job calling that offense. I feel like the Steve Spagnuolo did a fantastic job calling that defense versus us. And I'm going to tell you, this is the Cowboys' kryptonite, and why I feel like the Cowboys need to really prove themselves that they are a true elite team, Boss Cowboy, because anytime we face a team in the last 2 out of 3 weeks with some resolve that would play you physical, that would rush the passer and press coverage your wide receivers, we did not respond. We're a talented team, but offensively, are we a really physically tough and determined team? That's my question, Boss Cowboy.
Yeah. Are we a determined team? No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's what I see.
Not yet.
No.
Because we young. And we acting young. In my opinion. We got us a super chat. Let me take the super chat real quick. And that chat is going hard. Let me see. Coach said, sometimes we start moving fast with our offense that we got off schedule and rhythm. You can't do that in big road games. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, there were several things, man, at the beginning part of the game. I felt like that on the third down, we should not have thrown a swing pass to the short side of the field coming out to Ezekiel Elliott. We did that. Also, I feel like that, man, we tried to, and I don't know, and I'm not coming down on anybody, but this is what I noticed. I noticed we mimicked some of the offensive play calling of the Kansas City Chiefs with that draw power run. Even later in the game with the fake handoff, quick 2 route, and that, man, we need to come in with our own game plan and be ready to run our own offense. And I think that's the growth factor that we need to have between now and the end of the season with our offensive coordinator, man, to a little bit of degree. I feel like that obviously Dak missed a throw to Gallup at the beginning part of the football game, right? That could have came up big. You can't miss throws. So Dak didn't really play his best, but we had a lot of drops and at the same time. So I feel like it's a lot on the table for the Cowboys to prove. Like, I know we're young. I know we have injuries, but I'm interested to see. And my question of the day is this. Are we the fake bully, Boss Cowboy? Like, I mean, we're one leading offense, but are we that fake bully, Boss Cowboy? You know what I'm talking about, that fake bully? You know, I'm going to tell you about the fake bully. Can I tell him, Boss Cowboy? Can I tell
please
him?
do.
I'm going to tell you about the fake bully, man, the fake bully. See, there was a fake bully, man, when I was young and in school, man, and he had a list. He had a list of all the kids he could beat up, man. And so he was passing around this list about all the kids he could beat up. And this list got to one kid. And the kid snatched the list, ran up to the bully in my school, and he said, hey, man, you got my name on this list as somebody that you can whoop, but you can't whoop me. And the bully said, my bad, man, let me take your name off the list. You see, that's a fake bully. You see what I'm saying? That's a fake bully. So are the Cowboys good against bad teams and mediocre teams, but then we get pumped by the stronger teams, by the more competitive teams? Are we that team? And that's my question about the Cowboys, right? And I'm being honest. I have some real concerns about watching this football game and just how it played out. And I'm not being negative. We got room to improve. There's a lot of football left to be played. But right now, Boss Cowboy, I'm wondering, are we the fake bullies?
No, we not. Because if we was the fake bully, we would have been fake versus Tampa. We should have won the Tampa game. You know what I mean? So I don't think we fake. I just think we go flat. And then somebody made a good point. They say the offense is not young. Yeah, that's why I said we need emotional leaders when we go flat. And
Sorry.
And I think guys need to be assigned because when we go flat, we play bad, and nobody like picks everybody up. Now I got you was getting ready to say something. Seemed like you was disagreeing.
Yeah, no, this is what I'm saying. You shouldn't be flat going into Arrowhead Stadium, man. You got the chance to establish yourself as a creme de la creme team. I mean, if it's any game that you get up for, if it's any game that you look forward to and circle it on the schedule, we as the fans have looked at this game and circled it on the schedule as a measuring test. Why wouldn't the Cowboys do the exact same thing? Why wouldn't the coaching staff do the exact same thing? So to me, this is not the game where you would come out being flat. I understand Denver. All right, I give them Denver. Denver wasn't really just a great elite team. I'll give them that. But this game is similar to your point, Boss Cowboy, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, right? There's no way in Haiti we should come out and be flat in this game. We should come out ready to go.
Right. And then, to me, the weapons should have been motivated. The fact that Cooper's out, this is y'all chance to show you worth the money. This is your chance to show. And the guys that usually played hard and showed up didn't. Noah Brown with the drops. Cedric Wilson, Mr. Blue Collar. Very reliable. Major drops. Dak was not himself today. Again.
Yeah.
Just keeping it 100. He wasn't himself again. So, and then it's the offense, offsides. Then the North got to steal, and people run right by him.
Yeah. He stepped aside, man. He didn't hear the snap count, boss, on that, and he stepped. So he made two major errors. First of all, he didn't hear the snap count, right, which is a noise factor. Then he didn't identify the right man to block. He stepped inside when he actually had Houston. Houston was his man. And then, we got a fumble because of that. Then, you got Collins, doing the same thing over there getting beat up by Chris Jones. But I guess I shouldn't be so mad. I shouldn't be mad at any of the offensive linemen. You know why? Because Chris Jones took turns beating everybody.
Yeah, he did.
He had 3.5 sacks, batted balls down, numerous tackles. He looked like the best defensive lineman in the NFL, man. And he took turns. Going up and down the line, beating everybody's tail. So, to me, what I see in this is, look, Dak got to pick it up, man. Dak, you got to prove your mettle a little bit because I'm seeing you be off in 2 out of the last 3 games. And I love Dak. I'm a Dak fan, but I need you to pick it up and come out hotter, man. I need you to come out ready to rock. And also, I want to see Kellen Moore make some good adjustments, man. Yes, we had drops, but why didn't we put Pollard in the slot? If we were down with CeeDee Lamb, right, and we were down with Amari Cooper, you could have both Zeke and Pollard in the game at the same time. Put Pollard in the slot. Stop allowing these boys to blitz 7 and 8 man pressures and play single high. Or have a honey badger, Matthew in there, right down in the box covering the tight end. Would have hurt me too. So it's different offensive things from a coaching and a scheming perspective, Boss Cowboy, that I'm looking at this game, and I think that we could have done to put ourselves in a better position, man. That's just how I see it so far. I can keep going, man, but I'm gonna kick it back to you.
Yeah, since you brought up Pollard, I did want to say Pollard ball. Woo. Now that's one thing that it's a couple of things I could take away from today that was major positives. Pollard and Parsons. Oh my God. So I just did a video, all right? And I said in that video that in this game would be the game to use Parsons as a full-time pass rusher. And the reason why I said that, because I was watching Kansas City and I noticed they was not committed to the run at all, right? So why would you use him in an area to where they're not committed to? So I felt like the best way to get after Mahomes was from the edge, and they did that. 3 sacks today, bro.
has 9 sacks, man. And I said this last week. I said, man, this dude is one of the best defensive players in the NFL. And I mean, not to forget rookie, right? Forget rookie, man. He could be a defensive MVP candidate as a rookie. That's how well this kid is playing, man. He's unstoppable. His speed is undeniable. Here's the thing: he don't even got moves right now. He just got.
He just raw.
Yeah, he just got slap your hands and just run around you and hustle and chase you down from the back. So I don't know what Pat Mahomes running 4.740 was thinking about. He thought he was about to run away from Micah Parsons. Did he really think he should have threw the ball? He thought he was going to run away from Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons did him like Mortal Kombat. Come here! He just strip sack, man. Just fantastic play, man, by Micah Parsons. Listen.
Yeah, he did his part. Like, to disrupt the game, he got us the ball.
Yeah, he's fantastic, man. Fantastic talent. Guy's gonna have over 100. He's gonna have, like I said, double-digit sacks. He's gonna have over 100 tackles this year. Over 100 tackles, Cowboy. Double-digit sacks as a rookie. That's his trend, bro. That's where he's going.
And I can't get this out my head, bro. When you said that on the final word, bro, that stuck with me. He had 6.5 sacks as a part-time pass rusher. Now, I talked about the debate. All right, I talked about the debate because it's still a debate, and I'm of the opinion that yes, you do use him at both, but it depends on the matchup. That's the key. So if you're going against like a Minnesota, where you know they committed to running the ball, and that the whole heart of their offense is on their running game, that's where you want to play Micah Parsons at linebacker. Teams like that, but teams like this that's really built on the quarterback. Yeah, let Micah dude, we are looking at the reincarnation of Von Miller, but possibly better.
Like LT, dude. Like truly Lawrence Taylor, dude. Like LT potential, bro. And the reason why I say that is because Von Miller is a premium all-world Hall of Fame pass rusher. If you look at LT was a pass rusher extraordinaire, but he was the great eraser. You could put him anywhere on the field. He could cover almost anybody. And he did it younger in his career. Older in his career, he became more of a pass rusher. But, man, he played linebacker, too. So you have, barring injury, and I don't want to overhype and overextend him, but, I mean, don't forget that. I'm not going to lie with my eyes. You're looking at a guy barring injury and making bad decisions. If he stay relatively healthy and make good decisions just personally off the field, you're looking at an all-time great. He'll be an all-time great, dude. Barring any injury or just making bad decisions, he'll be an all-time great. He's that
time great.
He's that level, dude.
Yeah, and then also shout out to Quinn. Come on now.
Did his thing, bro.
He did his thing. Like, listen, when we breaking down this game is about drinking measured Kool-Aid, right? So, yes, it was some bad, but most of the bad was on offense. Defense did exactly what you want to do on a high-powered offense. They kept everything in front of them. They made good tackles, and they limited them. They didn't get off. They didn't have a whole bunch of points, and they show was punting more than they usually did.
Yeah, boss, and we talked about this. I said this, cover 2, man, bend, don't break. Cover 2, bend but don't break philosophy, and that's what he did most of the game, man. Bend but don't break. They made a few plays, man, but you didn't see any high-powered, exotic 75-yard touchdowns over the top, highlight reel type stuff. Yeah, they were soft in the middle in certain spots to take away Tyreek Hill down the middle of the field, right, or down over the top of the defense. But you know what? It is what it is, man. We gave up 19 points. We had 5 consecutive stops at a particular point in this game, and we only got a field goal. We had 5 consecutive stops at a certain point in this game, and we only got a field goal. We held the Kansas City Chiefs in their home stadium to less than 20 points, and we were only able to score 3 points. So the offense, man, and you win as a team, you lose as a team, but offensively, man, we let us down today, man. We let us down.
Yeah, offense let us down, bro. Now, the talk of the town is McGovern, right? He got his first start today. How did he do, OC?
He was up and down, man. I mean, like I said, Chris Jones took his turns beating everybody. Look, McGovern was not excluded from getting beat down. He got beat, man, by a veteran, almost borderline Hall of Fame type defensive tackle, Chris Jones. He was okay in the run game. He wasn't, besides the Chris Jones beatings, he wasn't bad. He played okay. Was he great? No. Did I expect him to be great on his first start in Kansas City? No. I expected him to be average and okay, and that's what he was today, man. He was average. He was okay.
Yeah, because I think it's a lot of panic going on. Chris Jones had his way with everybody. Did anybody see him have his way with Zach Martin?
Destroyed.
He had his way with everybody, bro. So it's like, I think it's a panic going on. We was looking at elite play by Jones more than we was looking at bad play by our guys, in my opinion. I think, would you add to that? That's how I saw it, because it's only one Jones in the league.
Yeah, you got rare top 10% talent in the league, right, from the defensive tackle position, okay? And so it kind of goes like this. At the top of that heap of real big guys would be Chris Jones, okay? Elite defensive tackle. Then you got your Aaron Donald, which is an undersized, explosive defensive tackle, right? Then you got a couple other guys that you can throw in there that are big guys, Vita Vea, other guys like that. But you only got a handful of 3 to 5 guys that can really take over a game from the interior defensive line position, boss Cowboy. And guess what, guys? Chris Jones is one of those dudes, okay? He's that dude. He's a dude that can take over a game, and he's done it against a variety of teams with good offensive linemen, not just the Dallas Cowboys. So first start against him, we got an all-world right guard, man, who got beat really nastily on the sack, okay? And so, hey, man, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, as the old folks say. And sometimes, man, if a dude just having a good game, he got your number, man. The only way you can neutralize him is to double team him, and that's just to slow him down. But based upon the front, and this is where Steve Spagnuolo did a great job. Let me say this real quick, and I'll be off of this point. He did a good job flexing from a 3-4 to a 4-3 to a 5-2, bringing pressure, bringing extra guys off of the edge, things like that, so that you could not just pinpoint on Jones or Houston and double team those dudes. So he did a real good job mixing it up. So you had to make your call as an offensive lineman. I got this guy, or slide left, slide right, or base, or whatever we're doing. And then you got to make your call, and you got to say that dude you said you could block. And that's how it is.
I'm gonna also say something real quick, OC, and get your thoughts on this. I think somebody made some money today, bro.
Who? Yeah, he been making money all year, man.
He made some money today for sure, bro. Did you see how he was doing, Kelsey? Did you see how he was killing them on the line of scrimmage?
He roughing him up.
Now, I told y'all on the Fight a Word, this dude is a tight end eraser. Yeah, I was like, he can't cover. It's like, bro, don't expect him to be great on Cole Beasley. But if you put him on a Dallas guy, dude, he made big money today. Big money.
Yeah, man.
Yes, and Will said, somebody said this too. And I agree with this comment. Hold on real quick. My boy Dino, Donovan Wilson. Yes, indeed. Donovan Wilson flying around. He had his cape on today, bro. He had his cape on. Did you see my boy Game Speed on Hill?
Yeah.
On that breakup? I said, ooh, y'all got Donovan Wilson messed up. See, listen, we took an L, but it was some good things to take away. Like, if that offense would have showed up, this would have been a great game. The defense did everything you're supposed to do to beat Kansas City. They did their part. Can I say that? They did their part. They held them to field goals. They got the ball. Parsons got 3 sacks.
Yep.
So
we did our part, but not to give the defense over credit, man. Boss Cowboy, we were soft in the
we was what?
We were soft in the middle, Boss Cowboy.
Oh yeah, very soft.
So when they needed to run the ball late in the game and pound the ball, even at the beginning of the game, they pounded the ball very, very well. So man, we talked about this a lot last year. We need to do some things, man, somewhere, somehow, Boss Cowboy, to solidify those interior defensive linemen, because these guys were not getting off blocks. These guys were getting double team, single block, and they were getting moved off the football, man. And it created seams up the A and the B gap, which is right by the center and guard, by the way. So, what are we gonna do about that, boss?
I think we gotta hold on to the troops comeback. We got one of the best run stoppers coming back with Tank. We gotta hold on. We gotta bend, don't break. Until Tank get back. Until Gallimore get back. Tristan Hill out there, but he not stopping no run. We also got to get Urban back. So we got some troops that's coming. This is still our B team at the end of the day. This is a B team. And so with our B team defense, we can't expect, in my opinion, those guys to have A-level performance. We pulled up Hamilton from the practice squad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, given like where they came from, I think they serviceable. But I'm not panicking unless the guys that we got coming back was out for the year. Help is coming. We just got to win. And to me, they did enough to win. They just couldn't stop the run at the end. They did enough to win. Defense, mistakes and all, you did your job. Everybody was expecting, to be honest, 30 points per team, 40 points per team. Everybody was expecting a shootout. You didn't get that. You got some boring football today. So I'm cool with it. I'm not happy about it, but I'm chill. I'm not panicking.
Yeah, not panicking, but definitely letting the team know, man, hey, you got to really continue to work, man, try to really develop yourself as a team, because, man, when you play against hungry teams, physical teams, right? I want to see a game before the regular season is over where the Cowboys get challenged with physicality, pass rush, and coverage, and we can win that game. Right now, we ain't done it yet. And I think we're going to need that confidence going into the playoffs, man, to prove that we're truly a top-tier team. Because anytime we've been challenged, man, with some good coverage, which we saw today, the pass rush, which we saw today, and some will and want to, which we also saw today, we have not matched the intensity and the ferocity. And that's my concern, Boss Cowboy, looking at this team, man. That's my concern. And that, outside of the players, that's my concern.
Well, I want to take a couple of comments because it's heating up. It is heating up, and we gonna have the phones going. I'm already looking into getting a Google phone because free conference call is getting on my nerves. But check this. I want to talk about a couple of things. Shannon Sharp said, "Boss, you've been talking about this a lot, but since Lael been starting, we can't run the ball at all. I think we know who should start at right tackle."
See, I won't even say nothing, Shannon. I wasn't going to say nothing. Take it. There they go. They draw me.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Because man, the best run blocking and pass blocking right tackle on our team is Terrence Steele. Now, Terrence Steele, look, got bull rushed and got called for a holding play. He didn't even block the dude. I mean, he didn't hear the ball snap, so he sack is credited to him on that, right? But besides those two plays, he was really solid at the tackle. If you take away those two plays, he was solid. I watched him the whole game. Now, we had Collins give up a sack, give up a nice sack against, Jones, who beat everybody. We had him give up several pressures where Dak had to step up and escape. And I also, which I really hate, by the way, so if you watch this channel, you know this is my pet peeve. I hate offensive tackles that lunge and put their butt out and hold guys and fall on the ground. I hate that. I hate that. It's the most technically unsound thing, and I just hate it. And I saw LC falling on the ground, lunging, falling on the ground, holding, got away with several holds. So yeah. And we got some good runs off the left side. If you notice, with doubles and work with McGovern and Steele off of the left side. So if you look at the film here, and I need to talk about this, you see what Steele is doing at the right time position, man. So Steele is just dominating boys, man. Just look at him, man. Look what he does to this heads up. Look at him just running them off the ball, man. Running them off the football, man. That's 5 yards down the field, man. Then he's spearing him and knocking him on the ground. Here's Terrence Steele again, checking him out. Let's take a look at what he does. Running down inside, creating movement, dumping dudes over the pile. Way to be physical. And He was physical like this. Look, Boss Cowboy, he was physical like this today, too, in the run game. Right here. He was physical like this, running boys out of a screen. Can't see what he did to the man because he ran him out of the screen. So
this is my favorite right here. This is my favorite one.
God, finishing him on the ground. And finishing him on the ground.
Watch how he get up. He drunk. He drunk.
Yeah, that's called hitting your helmet on the back of the turf. That means you got dumped on the ground so hard, Boss Cowboy, somebody ran you over and in the back of your head hit the turf and it kind of knocks you woozy. That's what happened in 91. He got knocked woozy because he got dumped. He got dumped down, man. So, yeah, man. I mean, yeah.
I'm going to tell you what's frustrating on C. I'm going to tell you what's extremely frustrating. It's a lot of people that got opinions on this. They don't have no film. So when we say Steele was blocking better on that right tackle side than any of the linemen, including Zach Martin, we prove it with the film. Okay.
Yeah.
But the people that's the loudest with these opinions never show their case. They never bring their film to the light. Never. And it was obvious we could not run to the right like we used to be able to run to the right. It's obvious. And it's obvious that we run better to the left with Steele over there.
Yeah, Boss Cowboy, from a lot of, expert people that, are people deem, certain people as experts, Twitter and beyond. People don't show their case because they can't show their case and maintain their credibility. Right. That's why. Right. That's why people don't show their case, because it's about the narrative of you being correct against the facts and actually what's actually true. So if you can't show your work, it's because your work's not really good, right? And that's one thing I love about this channel is that we never really try to misguide people or hold on to a false narrative of our own opinion without actually showing you and let you decide as a fan, right? Because we believe everybody that follows Boss Cowboy Sports, you guys are intelligent, you guys are smart, and you guys can see what's going on. And we just here to expose the information that's out there. But if we look at this thing, man, to balance that point, boss, let me say this. To balance that point, right? To balance that point. I mean, right now, Steele is probably the best solution to play left tackle if Tyron Smith is going to be out. So to that point, I understand it, right? I understand it. But in terms of if he's healthy, right, then I really think that, man, we got to take a strong look at, man, Steele being back where he was. But I would be very sad, and I might have to prepare to be sad, Boss Cowboy. Look at Steele right here. Look at Steele right here. Just dominate. Just run this man into the ground. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and see, my boy Dre said this, which he said, film gonna show both tackles were trash tonight. This is what I definitely want people to understand. The person that was put at the biggest disadvantage in this whole thing was Steele. Because Steele was dominating the right tackle consistently, 6 weeks straight. Then they say, hey, Tyron just got hurt. We need you to go over there. Not Lael, you. Now, the whole world was saying, oh, Lael is just better. Well, why didn't he go over and play left tackle? He left-handed. He said he preferred to play on the left side. The person who had to go over there with hardly any reps since training camp was Steele. So we got to be fair in our analysis and expect a learning curve of left tackle. He had right tackle down. Down. Like, it was epic what he was doing. Like, it was no mirage. That was Bosa he dominated. We showed y'all that it was one-on-ones. Now, if you go turn it on the people that get paid to talk about this, they'll say Steele was getting help. We showed you. No, he wasn't. So, being all the way honest, I think our whole offensive line is off. I think it's off. I think the best offensive line, still at right tackle, where he was dominating. LC at left guard. Put McGovern back in those what they call Hulk packages, where he playing fullback and receiver, because he was a fishing water. I mean, yeah, fishing water doing that stuff, and he still has use. You know, this offensive line wasn't the same today. It was not. It was not. And I think it's a disservice, because this is the last thing I'm going to say about this. Real quick, just thinking about this. Like, Steele was almost like Dak. Like, Dak showed, in my opinion, OC, that he's going to get better. He's going to continually get better as you give him the reps. To sit still while he's developing, you got a guy that's developing into a future right tackle for sure, potential left tackle, and you put that on the shelf. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, my heart would be broken, like I said, back on the bench, which may very well happen, because Connor is his favorite son. And when I say Connor, I mean Govern, his favorite son, the Orc now. And look, I'm not mad at him. He deserves his opportunity. I think that Steele has been the guy used as a sacrificial lamb, and he's been used as the whipping boy. Did he play horrible today? I saw a couple bad plays that had one or two questionables. Other than that, I seen him blocking a man. You know, that's what I saw. But that's just at a watching the game I view. And obviously, we more than happy to break down stuff on the show and show our opinion. So no big deal on that. So I just feel like that at the end of the day, man, you know, Steele is cheaper, Steele is younger, Steele has been durable. He hadn't been injury prone, you know, early in his career. And I think that, man, you ride with a guy that A, can save you money, B, productivity, and C, has the actual talent and ability to be a really, really great contributor along that offensive line. But yeah, man, I can't wait till we get Smith back, and hopefully we get him back. But man, he got that high ankle sprain, boss Cowboy. And see, I've had a high ankle sprain, and I've had ankle surgery. You know this, man. Those ankle injuries are weird, man. They're weird, man, and they can linger. So you know, that's the issue. Long story short, boss Cowboy, regardless of what happens this year, we need more depth at that.
Yeah. And see, and listen, boss, listen, the people that's on this channel, I say this all the time, the people that's on this channel, they are independent. Like Coach, he said, I will say this again, the best O-line is Collins at left guard, Steele at right tackle when Tyron comes back. with the $5 super chat. And Mr. Wilson said, yes, sir, that is right. OL just got whooped today, in which caused poor offensive execution. Yes. And then Shannon going hard. Shannon said, boss, I could be talking out of anger, but I don't even want to see Lael on the field. Dude isn't strong at all, so they might bully him at guard. Bro, I start thinking that same thing. Bro. And I'm going to tell you what start making me go in that direction, Shannon. So I don't think you speaking in anger. I think you speaking in with your eyes. When I saw Lael getting blown off the ball by those little defensive ends from Denver, I was like, well, how's he go hold up on Jones, Sue, Aaron Donald, right? Like, how? If you can't handle the bull rush of defensive ends. Like, now, Shannon, that's not emotion at all. I think you just one of the few guys that's independent to call it like it is. So
Yeah, and I'm gonna say something about that too. There's a difference between playing guard and tackle. It's much easier to get pushed by a smaller dude because you're height, right? You kick sliding. If you're not playing with good technique, like Collins haven't been playing with great technique, man. Hands are out wide. His chest is exposed, and so if you give somebody a big old target running straight at you, well, it's easy to get popped in your chest, right? And that's what's happening to him. But he gets popped with hands in his chest and driven back. It's called leverage, right? So even if you're a smaller person and you can get underneath a bigger person and push them over, you can almost control their body. And so that's what's happening from the tackle position. The only difference, and why I'm going to hold out at saying he's weak, I'm going to hold off on that until I see him play guard, is because when you're down in that three-point stand, you can step forward and you can play with your weight over your knees a little bit, which is what, by the way, Collins does anyway at tackle, right? He's playing with his weight over his knees, which is causing him to lunge. If you can play with your weight over your knees and you can lunge and you can strength, you can actually stop a lot of power coming at you. And so that's why I'm gonna hold off on saying that. But you guys could be right. But I'm gonna hold off on saying that until I get a look at him at guard.
I got a couple more questions. So, are we still concerned about Tyler?
I think Tyler has played better the past couple of games. I think that I'm not gonna make a decision about Tyler until the beginning of next year. That's kind of where I'm at with Tyler. I think Tyler play has improved. I think he can be up and down a little bit, but I think this is his real rookie year because I'm counting this as his real rookie year, even though he's the second. That's how I'm looking at this. And I might be wrong, Boss Cowboy, but that's how I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this like this is kind of like his rookie year where he's going to play the whole year. And I'm really judging him based on what he does the beginning part of next year.
Gotcha. So, lastly, I've been seeing in the comments Dak coming up again. Okay?
Yeah.
People asking questions like, is he elite? Is he having accuracy issues and all this kind of stuff? What's your thoughts on that?
I think that 2 out of the last 3 games, Dak has not played elite. That's what I think. I think that the other games, besides these last 2 out of the 3, Dak has played very elite. That's what I think. I think last week Dak played elite versus the Denver Broncos. He didn't play versus the Kansas City Chiefs. He did not play elite. And that's what happens when you're the franchise quarterback of Dallas Cowboys, man. You got a target on your back, and if you have a bad game or you're not playing, A+ football, right? Then everybody's gonna notice it and recognize it. You know what I mean? It comes with the territory. So I'm not making this for Dak's play, today or against, Denver. But I'll say that, hey man, he was off today. And so Dak knows, and I think we all know too, he has to be on for us to have a chance to go deep into the playoffs and win football games. and I think that he'll pull it together and he'll be back. He'll be okay.
Yeah, I think so too, OC. Could you? Well, I also want to say, when it comes to Dak, like Dak has been way too consistent for a long period of time, in my opinion, for us to question him now. Just being all the way honest, I just think this is not the time to question who he is, because we know who he is. Dak is a baller, and everybody gonna have a bad game. The issue was the game was winnable. It was definitely a winnable game, like no doubt. Like we should have won this game, like without no doubt at all. This should have been the game that we won, even with the game that Dak put on. Just being all the way honest, So,
Yep.
and then so I ain't worried about Dak. Dak is the very last person that I'm worried about, because it wasn't Dak that was out there dropping them balls. He can't throw and catch his own balls.
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, man. I think Dak will be okay, but I do think that Dak does need to have, a world-class game against top competition from the critics, and also to get his team confident so that we can get over the top in terms of like going deep in the playoffs. We need that to win, Boss Cowboys. Boss Cowboy, and we haven't had that signature win yet versus a really good team. And I think that's the one thing that we lacking this year that we really need to try to get, man. Before the season ends, we need a signature win, versus a respected, really good team. And I think once we do that, we'll be in great shape.
We already had the signature games from Dak.
Against who?
New England and Tampa.
Not win. Keyword win.
This
Win.
year. Those are
But
signature games.
No, you missed my point.
Oh, you
said
saying win those games? We beat New England.
Yeah, but they're an average team, man.
What?
I'm talking about teams that are respected as the upper echelon.
No, they're respected.
They're respected, but not as a top potential upper echelon team. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Boss.
they are. They just won. If my memories say correct, 5 straight.
Okay, great.
Which is shining a light on what Dak did to them. So, and the reason why I'm debating you on this is because I'm gonna be honest with you, OC. Nothing Dak will do will shut up his critics. His critics would never shut up. They would just be patient. They would just wait till he's human.
Yeah, I'm not coming against that, though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying he got signature wins, and he's had them for a long time. Like, it was a signature win that he did when he beat Green Bay as a rookie. Then he beat Pitt. Then he beat the Ravens. Like, it's so many signature wins. He got those, in my opinion. I'm just saying nothing is gonna stop the critics that wanna criticize Dak. They gonna do it.
I'm not talking about the critics. I'm talking about this versus game that everyone saw as at the time when we played them, which would be Tampa Bay because they won a Super Bowl,
Yep.
and then would trending Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
The trending. So those are the games we're talking about, boss. I'm not taking nothing away from his past accomplishment, his ability to win a big game. I'm not saying he does not have the ability to win a big game, because he clearly does. I'm talking about this year for this team, for the confidence boost, so that everybody can see and know, okay, we good. That's it.
I want to see Dak getting somebody grill. That's what I want to see. It was way too many drops for Dak to be cool like he was. Like, to me, there's a certain amount of arrogance with Aaron Rodgers that's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where Aaron Rodgers, everybody know he's a jerk. Everybody know he go get in his receivers' behinds. But they play hard and they mostly consistent because they got a leader that's going to demand it. So, like, I'm cool with the good leadership and kumbaya, but every night I want to see some fire to you. That, like, I think sometimes them, like, bro, it was too many drops and there was no emotion out of you. I understand sometimes you don't want to undress your guys on television, but bro, like, you delivering the ball. That, listen, the whole game is spoke about different if they catch his balls, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
The whole game is talked about totally different with catches. So what's your final words on this loss?
Man, final word is that, man, we need to play tougher and physical football as a offensive unit, and I want to see will and greater determination versus games where we get down. I expect us to be the elite team. I expect us to be the average team, but against teams that want to win, can we conquer the will of those strong teams? And I want to see it over the next several weeks, man. And if we do that, we could be okay. That's my final word.
And my final word is it was a lot of good in this loss. We saw greatness again out of Micah Parsons. We saw the defense play epic today versus a very, very good offense. It's going to be easy to focus on the guys who didn't play as good, like Dak and obviously the receivers. Yeah, it's going to be easier to focus on that. But going forward, it's more so about preparing to be hot in December. And so this is that L that hopefully we smell this L today, and we do what we did to Atlanta after Denver.
Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe to Boss Cowboy Sports, all right? Sharing is care, like videos. Remember, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Boss Cowboy Sports. You can follow me, the OC100, on Twitter, all right? And so, look, until next time, man, you guys stay up.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Boss Cowboy Sports.